Hi everyone, good day. So today I'm going to show us the overview, the overall explanation of this workflow for the project that I've built for a property staging business that helps customers or that helps homes and property to style their homes and put them for sale. So here is how the project works. It comes from lead capturing, the quote, they send the quote to the client, a quote is sent to the client receives the quote, and they send invoice to the client as well. So after the client accepts the invoice, then they goes by to do the booking of the installation in the property. Once that is done and the client accepts to go further with the project, then they continue to chase some extras. Probably they want to do some upsell services, and then the client decided to go about that too. So the client will accept that, and another invoice is going to be sent to the client. So once that is done, the property is put up for listing, and then we have a workflow that watch the property. It's called a list scanner. So that scanner will be the one to watch the property, how it moves. Then once the property has been put up for sale, then the procedure is going to continue. Then after that, the crew team is going to go to the property to get the access key and then do some other necessary activity that's expected to do in the property, and then either for the client to pick up their furnitures and all. So this is how this project is going to is was built, and this is the flow, what it encompasses and what it entails. So we have the lead capturing, we have the lead capturing, we have the quoting, we have the invoicing, we have chasing, and we have listening scanner. So here is the first phase of this project, lead capturing. So here is the workflow. We have our capture, we have our set field, email is sent to the client and auto reply, and email is sent to the office about the new lead. Then we email the styling team or the renovation team. So we have our second workflow. This is the quoting stage, whereby the company said a quote to the client, and then if the client decided to accept or decline. And here is where the client either accepts to go with the quote that was sent to them or decline. So that's why we have quote accepted. So once they accept the quote, it's automatically send a form to the client and the agent on what to do next. So after that is done, we have our fourth workflow. So this fourth workflow is the access and logistic form. So here it contains the details of the property. We have, when you have a property, you have the key access, you want to get the key, you want to get the method of entering and some other credentials about the logistics and the access to the property. So here, when the client submit the form, is going to trigger this workflow. It's going to get the details of the access and logistic form and update the record. Then it's going to create an event for the client. Now, the next workflow then is going to send an approval flow. It's going to receive receive an incoming request to trigger the approval flow. So once that one is done, we have our schedule trigger, which runs every 9 a.m. It search for the job details to check if that particular job has been done for installation. After 24 hours of installation, it's going to check. So if that's been done, it's going to send the client another new offer, more of the upsell services. That's 24 hours after the installation has been done. So once it's done, we are going to update the record. Then the upsell services, let's say the client decided to go with the upsell services. This is where the data is going to, this workflow is going to trigger. They decided to go with the upsell services. You trigger this webhook, get the lead details. We update the record with the upsell services. We are creating an invoice for that upsell services. So here we are checking if the client exists or not. If it does not exist, we are creating a new client. If it exists, we don't create anything, and then we decided to create an invoice for that client. But if it exists, you see we are creating a client and we are creating an invoice. Here is if the client select a provided date. Let's say there is a date that is client wants these upsell services to be done. Here we are checking if that date is available. Then we are creating an event for the calendar for that particular client, and then we are notifying the team. If not, we are going to do nothing and then notify the team. So that's for this accepted upsell services. So once that is done, we have our property listing scanner, which check for property that is being sold. So once it's been sold, we are moving it to the status and we are moving it to the category. So it's going to check for property using the listing URL that was sent at the stage of lead capturing. So once that is done, we are moving it to the right. So then we move to the pickup initiated. So here, once this property has been sold, we want to inform the crew team, the operational team, of the how they are going to schedule a pickup for the details and the property that was sold. So here is the workflow that's going to do that. It's going to trigger running every hour to check property that is sold. So it's going to find the sold property. We are extracting the key fields. So after that, we congratulate the client and the agent on the successful sales of this property, and we brief the team of the key access details and other information. Then we mark the status as pickup initiated. That is, the pickup has been initiated. Now after that, we want to confirm that this pickup has been done. So once we confirm that the pickup has been done, we receive a pickup confirmation webhook and we extract the data, we fetch the record. After that, we update the job status to what? Pickup confirmed, and then we update the date that it was confirmed. Then we notify the client and the agent, and we include a form for them to confirm as well, so that they can all be in a both agreement and a conclusion that this has been confirmed. And here we are validating the job ID, because at the point of lead capturing, we are using that particular job ID in each of our workflow so that we keep track of the job that we are working on. So once that is done, we validate if the job ID is correct, and if it's not, we undo the error here. Then the last workflow, which is what? Pickup confirmation form. So once the pickup confirmation form has been sent to the client, they receive the trigger. The tally trigger is going to be received here. We'll receive the data, and then we update the status to what's completed. That means this particular job has been completed, and we send the completion email to the client and the agent that what? Every flow, both the pickup, the upsell services, everything has been completed, and that is the end of this workflow. So this is a property staging business that helps property or homes to start their business and then put up for sale. So that is the flow for this workflow. We have 10 workflows. We have close to 3 or 4 triggers, and so I hope we enjoy the information through this phase that I've built this project, and thank you very much. Bye.